Hello students, let us continue chapter 13 Motion and Time. In the previous class we discussed about measuring speed and also we saw the introduction of the distance time graph. We know that the distance time graph is a line graph. In today's class we will learn how to make such a graph. Take a sheet of graph paper. Draw two lines perpendicular to each other on it as shown in figure 13.11. Mark the horizontal line as x, O, x dash. It is known as the x-axis. Similarly, mark the vertical line y, O, y dash. It is called the y-axis. The point of intersection of x, O, x dash and y, O, y dash is known as the origin. The two quantities between which the graph is drawn are shown along these two axes. We show the positive values on the x-axis along OX. Similarly, positive values on the y-axis are shown along OY. In this chapter, we shall consider only positive values of quantities. Therefore, we shall use only the shaded part of the graph shown in figure 13.11. Here in figure 13.11, we are given the x-axis and y-axis on a graph paper. So first of all, you need to take a sheet of graph paper and draw two lines that are perpendicular to each other, just like it is shown in figure. So this is the horizontal line. This is marked as x, O, x dash. And here we have the vertical line which is marked as y, O, y dash. Now these two lines intersect at the point O and this is known as the origin. Where these two lines intersect, the point is known as the origin. Now the positive values on the x-axis are represented on this side, that is OX. Similarly, the positive values along the y-axis are represented on OY. यानी कि यहाँ पर जो values है वो negative values होंगी. Now, in this chapter, we will only be considering positive values on both the axes, that is on x-axis and y-axis. So, we will be only considering positive values. So, this region, the shaded region, is what we are going to consider for making the distance time graph. Bujo and Paheli found out the distance travelled by a car and the time taken by it to cover that distance. Their data is shown in table 13.6. So here in table 13.6, we are given the motion of a car which were found by Bujo and Paheli. In the first column we are given time and the second column we are given the distance travelled by that car. So here from this table we can observe that in 1 minute the distance travelled by the car is 1 kilometer. Similarly, when the time is 3 minutes, the time interval is 3 minutes, the distance travelled is 3 kilometer. So we are given the data. We need to draw the distance time graph using this data. You can make the graph by following the steps given below. Draw two perpendicular lines to represent the two axes and mark them as OX and OY as shown in figure 13.11. Decide the quantity to be shown along the x-axis and that to be shown along the y-axis. In this case, we show the time along the x-axis and the distance along the y-axis. Next, choose a scale to represent the distance and another to represent the time on the graph. For the motion of the car, scales could be time 1 minute is equal to 1 centimeter and for distance 1 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. Mark values for the time and the distance on the respective axis according to the scale you have chosen. For the motion of the car, mark time 1 minute, 2 minutes and so on the x-axis from the origin O. Similarly, mark the distance 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer and so on the y-axis as shown in figure 13.12. Now you have to mark the points on the graph paper to represent each set of values for distance and time. Observation recorded at serial number 1 in table 13.6 shows that at time 0 the distance moved is also 0. The points corresponding to this set of values on the graph paper will therefore be the origin itself. After 1 minute, the car has moved a distance of 1 kilometer. To mark this set of values, look for the point that represents 1 minute on the x-axis. Draw a line parallel to the y-axis at this point. Then, draw a line parallel to the x-axis from the point corresponding to the distance 1 kilometer on the y-axis. The point where these two lines intersect represents this set of values on the graph, figure 13.12. Similarly, mark on the graph paper the points corresponding to different set of values. So here in figure 13.12 we are given making a graph. Just like we read, we are given the procedure कि हम कैसे graph paper में ये graph draw करेंगे. In figure 13.12 we are given 2 points, 1 minute 1 kilometer and 2 minute 2 kilometer. For this data given over here in table 13.6 about the motion of a car, we are going to make the graph by following the steps we just read. Let us now follow those steps to make the graph. First of all, we need to draw two perpendicular lines. Here I am drawing a vertical line like so. This will be my vertical line, and here I am going to draw the horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. The point where these two lines intersect is known as the origin. So here I am writing O, and this line is called XO, and here we will write X dash. And this vertical line is called YO, and this is Y dash. So just like we read and understood, this is the region which we are going to require, because here we are only going to consider the positive values of quantities. So we just drew two perpendicular lines and we call them OX and OY. Now we are going to represent time along the x-axis. This is the x-axis. तो x-axis के along हम लोग time दिखाने वाले हैं. We are going to represent time, and along the y-axis we are going to represent distance. So according to the data given to us, the time is in minutes and the distance is in kilometers. So here the quantities are written. Next, choose a scale to represent the distance and another to represent the time on the graph. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take 1 centimeter. This distance is 1 centimeter. So ये जो 1 centimeter है, we are going to take it as 1 minute. ठीक है, यहाँ पर लिखा है time in minutes. So here 1 centimeter represent 1 minute. So 2 centimeter will represent 2 minutes. So in this way we will write the time which is in minutes. Next, about the distance which will be represented in kilometers along the y-axis. So here we will consider 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. So here we have 1 centimeter. This is 1 kilometer. This will be 2 kilometer, and so on. We will represent the distance along the y-axis. So now the scale has been prepared and we have marked the points accordingly. Now we are going to plot the data that is given to us. That is, we are going to mark the points on the graph paper to represent the set of values for distance and time. So here in this table, first of all, we are given the point at 0 time. 0 time में distance covered is 0, as you can see here in table. So we are going to plot this over here, because this origin is the point where we are going to represent 0, 0, that is 0 minutes on the x-axis and 0 kilometer on the y-axis. Next, the point we are going to mark is 1 minute on the x-axis, that is after 1 minute the car has moved a distance of 1 kilometer. So how will we mark this? Just like we read, we are going to mark the set of values that represent 1 minute on the x-axis first. So we will be drawing a line parallel to the y-axis. लाइक सो एक लाइन हम ड्रॉ करेंगे जो वाई एक्सिस से पैरेलल है और जो इस पॉइंट से पास होता है. नेक्स्ट, हाउ मच डिस्टेंस डज दिस कवर? इट कवर्स अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 1 किलोमीटर. सो हम लोग यहाँ पर एक दूसरा लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे जो एक्स एक्सिस के पैरेलल होगा और जो इस पॉइंट से पास होता होगा. The point where these two lines intersect represents the set of values on the graph. That is, यहाँ पर जो है this point, this is the point of intersection. What does this represent? This represent 1 minute, 1 kilometer. Next, according to the figure, according to the table, we are going to draw the second set of values, that is 2 minutes time में. After 2 minutes, the distance traveled by the car is 2 kilometer. So यहाँ पर हम लोग एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे जो x एक्सिस के पैरेलल होगा, and again the point of intersection, this will be the required set of values. That is, this point represents in 2 minutes time the distance covered is 2 kilometer. Similarly, this point represents that in 1 minute the distance traveled is 1 kilometer. So in this way we will go on plotting, and we can find that the next value is in 3 minutes the distance covered is 3 kilometer. So यहाँ पर हमें point मिलेगा. Next, in 4 minutes the distance traveled is 4 kilometer, and after 5 minutes the distance traveled is 5 kilometer. So like this, what I am doing is I am plotting all the points. So here we have represented all the points on the graph paper. Next, when we join all these points, ठीक है, starting from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So when we join all these points like so, we can see that we get a straight line. ठीक है, यहाँ पर हमें एक straight line मिल रहा है. If the distance time graph is a straight line, it indicates that the speed of the object is constant, or we can say that the object is moving with a constant speed. यहाँ पर जो speed है वो constant है. ये हम ग्राफ देखकर बता सकते हैं. कैसे बता सकते हैं? अगर जो ग्राफ है यहाँ पर टाइम और डिस्टेंस, तो डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ if it shows a straight line, then that indicates constant speed. However, if the speed is not constant, that is, if the speed of the object keeps changing, the graph can be of any other shape. यानी कि ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो straight line ही हो. So in this way, we can draw the distance time graph. Figure 13.13 shows the set of points on the graph corresponding to points of the car at various times. Join all the points on the graph as shown in figure 13.13. It is a straight line. This is the distance time graph for the motion of the car. If the distance time graph is a straight line, it indicates that the object is moving with a constant speed. However, if the speed of the object keeps on changing, the graph can be of any shape. So just like we saw making a graph, here in figure 13.13 also we are given the distance time graph. Just like we learned, here along the x-axis time is indicated, और यहाँ पर along the y-axis the distance, which is in kilometer, is represented. So now when all these points are joined, we get a straight line. So what we are told is, if the distance time graph is a straight line, that indicates that the object is moving with a constant speed. Generally, the choice of scales is not as simple as in example given above. We may have to choose two different scales to represent the desired quantities on the x-axis and the y-axis. Let us try to understand this process with an example. So what we are told in this paragraph is the choice of scales is not as simple, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो हमने एग्जाम्पल देखा उसमें बहुत ही छोटे वैल्यूज गिवन थे, तो हमने डायरेक्टली 1 सेंटीमीटर को 1 किलोमीटर मान लिया फॉर डिस्टेंस एंड वी took 1 centimeter as 1 minute for time along the x-axis. But when we are given different quantities, we need to take two different scales to represent the desired quantities on the x-axis and the y-axis. So इसे समझने के लिए हम एक example consider कर लेते हैं. Let us again consider the motion of the bus that took Paheli and her friends to the picnic. The distance covered and time taken by the bus are shown in table 13.5. The total distance covered by the bus is 80 km. If we decide to choose a scale 1 km is equal to 1 centimeter, we shall have to draw an axis of length 80 centimeter. This is not possible on a sheet of paper. On the other hand, a scale of 10 km is equal to 1 centimeter would require an axis of length only 8 centimeter. This scale is quite convenient. However, the graph may cover only a small part of the graph paper. Here we will be considering the motion of the bus that took Paheli and her friends to the picnic. As we discussed before, the distance covered by the bus is 80 km. That is, the total distance covered by the bus is 80 km. So just like the previous part, if we choose the scale as 1 km is equal to 1 centimeter, then the length of the axis will be 80 centimeter. And we are well aware of the fact that this is not possible to draw on a single sheet of paper. That is why the need arises of changing the scale to a different one. That is, using a different scale. So, if we take a scale of 10 km is equal to 1 centimeter, then the length of the axis would only be 8 centimeter. So, this is a convenient scale when we compare to the other scale. जब हम लोग 1 किलोमीटर इज इक्वल टू 1 सेंटीमीटर लेते हैं, उसके कंपैरिजन में 10 किलोमीटर इज इक्वल टू 1 सेंटीमीटर वाला जो स्केल है वो ज़्यादा कन्वीनियंट है. जो ग्राफ है वो सिर्फ एक स्मॉल पार्ट कवर करेगा ग्राफ पेपर का. Some of the points to be kept in mind while choosing the most suitable scale for drawing a graph are the difference between the highest and the lowest values of each quantity, the intermediate values of each quantity, so that with the scale chosen it is convenient to mark the values on the graph, and to utilize the maximum part of the paper on which the graph is to be drawn. So while choosing the suitable scale for drawing a graph, the following points must be kept in mind. That is, first of all, we need to know the difference between the highest and the lowest values of each quantity before choosing the scale. So if we know this, it will be easier to choose a suitable scale. Now apart from this, the intermediate values, that is starting and ending points के अलावा जो values है, जो बीच के values है, intermediate values है, we also need to keep them in mind while choosing the scale so that we can conveniently mark the values on the graph. And lastly, we need to utilize the maximum part of the paper. जो paper जिस पे हम graph draw कर रहे हैं उसका maximum part हम use करें, ये भी हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए. अच्छे से हम utilize करेंगे the part of the paper on which the graph is to be drawn. Lastly, what we need to keep in mind is to utilize the maximum part of the paper. That is, on whichever paper we are drawing the graph, we need to make sure to utilize the maximum part of it while drawing the graph, while choosing the suitable scale. So these are the points we need to keep in mind before choosing a suitable scale for drawing a graph. Suppose that we have a graph paper of size 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter. One of the scales which meets the above conditions and can accommodate the data of table 13.5 could be distance जो है that is 5 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter and time 6 minute is equal to 1 centimeter. Can you now draw the distance time graph for the motion of the bus? Is the graph drawn by you similar to that shown in figure 13.13? For the data given in table 13.5, we are given a different scale. So in this case, for the axis where we mark distance, we need to take 1 centimeter as 5 kilometer. That is 5 kilometer is equal to 1 centimeter. And for time, the time will be 6 minute is equal to 1 centimeter. Now this is the new scale. So keeping this in mind, for a graph paper of size 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter, we are asked that can we now draw the distance time graph for the motion of the bus? एंड वी आर ऑल्सो आज दैट जो ग्राफ हम ड्रॉ करेंगे क्या वो सिमिलर है उस ग्राफ की जो फिगर 13.13 में दिखाया है. द आंसर इज येस. यू कैन ट्राई ड्रॉइंग दिस ग्राफ ऑन योर ओन एंड व्हेन यू डू सो देन you can observe that this graph drawn by you is similar to the distance time graph shown in figure 13.13. Distance time graphs provide a variety of information about the motion when compared to the data presented by a table. For example, table 13.5 gives information about the distance moved by the bus only at some definite time intervals. On the other hand, from the distance time graph, we can find the distance moved by the bus at any instant of time. Suppose we want to know how much distance the bus had travelled at 8:15 am. We mark the point corresponding to the time 8:15 am on the x-axis. Suppose this point is A. Next, we draw the line perpendicular to the x-axis or parallel to the y-axis at point A. We then mark the point T on the graph at which this perpendicular line intersects it. Next, we draw a line through the point T parallel to the x-axis. This intersects the y-axis at the point B. The distance corresponding to the point B on the y-axis OB gives the distance in kilometer covered by the bus at 8:15 am. How much is this distance in kilometer? Can you now help Paheli to find the distance moved by the bus at 9:45 am? Can you also find the speed of the bus from its distance time graph? So here we read that जब हम टेबल के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं तो जो डेटा डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं दैट गिव्स अ वेराइटी ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द मोशन. दैट इज फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन टेक द टेबल 13.5. It gives the information about the distance moved by the bus only at some definite time intervals. So here, as we can see, the time is 8 am and the distance is provided. 8:30 am के लिए यहाँ पे 20 किलोमीटर given है. 9 o'clock के लिए we have the distance covered is equal to 40 kilometer. So just like the question arise, what about 8:15 am? That is after 15 minutes of the journey. What will be the distance travelled by the bus? So this is not available from this table. On the other hand, from the distance time graph, we can find the distance moved by the bus at any instant of time. कोई भी time में जो distance cover किया है बस में वो हम लोग distance time graph से पता कर सकते हैं. How can we say that? Here we have the distance time graph of the bus. On the x-axis, we are given the time in am and along the y-axis, we are given the distance covered by the bus which is in kilometers. Okay, so here we have 8 am and here we have 8:30 a.m. So the time between this is 8:15 a.m. So that is what we are interested in. 8:15 a.m. पे this is the time. So we are asked that what is the distance covered by the bus at this time. So what we are going to do is we will mark a point and draw a line that is perpendicular to the x-axis. That is, this line will be parallel to the y-axis. Okay. So after we mark this line, what we are going to do is, ये जो हमारा ग्राफ है ना, जो स्ट्रेट लाइन है, यहाँ पर ये एक पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट करेगा. We are going to call this point T, and थ्रू दिस पॉइंट, इस पॉइंट से हम एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे जो एक्स एक्सिस के पैरेलल होगा और वाई एक्सिस के परपेंडिकुलर होगा. Here as you can see, what did we do? We put a point on the x-axis and drew a line that was parallel to the y-axis. So because of this line, we got a point of intersection on the graph. So from this point, we named it point T. Point T से एक line draw किया जो x-axis के parallel होगा and it intersects y-axis at point B. So the value, this is the distance covered by the bus at 8:15 a.m. Next, we are asked, can you now help Paheli to find the distance moved by the bus at 9:45 a.m.? So here we have the point for 9:45 a.m. that is between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. So let us name this point C. What we are going to do is we are going to draw a straight line, a line which is perpendicular to the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis like so, which intersects the graph at a point. So let us name this point D. What we are going to do next is we are going to draw a line which is parallel to the x-axis and which intersects the y-axis. That is, we will draw a line which is perpendicular to the y-axis and parallel to the x-axis like so. Drawing a straight line, we will find that this intersects the y-axis at this point. Let us name this point E. So what we are told, the distance OE is equal to the distance travelled by the bus. Previous case में जो distance OB था, that was the distance travelled by the bus at 8:15 a.m. Here at 9:45 a.m. the distance travelled by the bus will be equal to 70 km, as we can see from the distance time graph. So the answer is yes. From the distance time graph, we can find the distance moved or travelled by the bus at any instant time. Next, we are asked that can you find the speed of the bus from its distance time graph? हमें यहाँ पर पता है कि जो time interval है वो fixed है. The time interval is 30 minutes. We know that, right? And in 30 minutes, the distance covered is 20 kilometers. So यहाँ पर speed constant है. So the distance covered in 30 minutes is equal to 20 kilometer. We know that this is the distance and this is the time taken. So here we can convert this into hour because this is in minutes. We are going to convert this into hours. 30 divided by 60, which is equal to 1/2 hour. So this is the time taken. We know the distance, we know the time. The formula for finding the speed is equal to distance covered upon time taken. So here we will simply divide 20 with 1/2 to find the speed of the bus. Once again I am repeating, here the speed is constant. So यहाँ पर अगर हम लोग इस टाइम इंटरवल में स्पीड कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो भी हमें स्पीड जो है वो सेम मिलेगा. बिकॉज here also consider this time interval 9 to 9:30. The time is 30 minutes, that is fixed again. And as you can see, at 9 o'clock the distance travelled was 40 and at 9:30 the distance covered is 60. So subtracting these two, 60 minus 40, we again get 20 kilometer. So that is the distance covered in 30 minutes again. So यहाँ पर speed constant है तो कोई भी दो point में हम लोग consider करेंगे, then we will get the same speed. So for calculating the speed, what we are going to do, we are going to divide the distance with time. Distance divided by time. 30 minutes को हमने convert किया था hour में, which is equal to 1/2. So this is equal to 20 multiplied by 2 and the unit will be kilometer per hour. So the speed of the bus is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the bus from its distance time graph.